Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, April 22nd, 2021, and we are back to a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you to, notice the here and the now, the present moment, everything going around you and within. And let's just start by noticing our body, right? Yeah, you exist. Notice that you exist, that you're alive, right? And notice how Earth's gravity is pulling you down. You've got a chair holding you up. Notice how that chair is holding your entire weight. And if your feet are on the floor, notice how the floor is also holding your feet up too. Yeah. Now, we've got a new breathing technique I want to teach you. It's invented by a first grader who had written it on a note for me, and I'm happy to share it. But before we get to that, let's just notice our environment. Using our eyes, let's just notice and focus in on something in our environment and just study it. When you observe it, notice its shapes, its lines, the shininess of parts of it or all of it. Maybe it's not shiny at all, it's just pretty dull. Notice the colors, the shadows, its size, those things. Take a breath in and notice what do you smell, right? I know you're indoors, and but there are different scents out there. Use your sense of smell and see what you notice, right? And then also with your skin, what do you feel, right? You feel your shirt on you, as far as your clothing goes, right? You might even notice the socks that you're wearing or shoes that you're wearing, your footwear, right? How does it feel against the skin on your feet? And finally, using your sense of hearing, pause and listen. Just a moment ago I heard, and I don't know if it came through on the video, I heard a train passing by and I heard the horn blowing. In the distance I could actually hear the train tracks, clickety clack, moving by. What are you noticing, right? That you are now actually noticing because you're paying attention. Yes. All right, now today's breathing technique requires you to swivel a little bit. I happen to be in a swivel chair, but you don't have to be. You can stand and you can twist back and forth. You can sit in your regular chair and twist back and forth. But what you're going to do is you're going to find an object that you have to turn to look at, right? And as you breathe in, you're going to look at it. As you breathe out, you're going to return back to your regular sitting position or standing, okay? As you practice using your sense of sight, you're going to study the objects in your environment as you breathe in and out and anchor yourself. All right. So I am actually going to have my eyes open for this one because it's part of the breathing technique. All right, here we go. Get yourself settled. Take your first breath in and out through your mouth. In. Notice the air flowing in through your belly, and as you breathe out, notice your chest sinking, your belly going back in, deflating. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out nice and slowly, allow your shoulders to relax and your body to settle into that chair. Or if you're standing, your body settling into that standing position over the floor. Breathe in once again. And breathe out. Now, once you're in the rhythm of breathing in and out, turn your spotlight and your attention inward. Let's just start with our feet. All 10 toes as you breathe in. Then expand to your heels and your ankles. And as you breathe out, notice the lower part of your legs and your knees and your upper legs. Breathe in and notice your hips. Notice your belly as it has expanded, full of air. And as you breathe out, notice that belly going back down along with your chest. Breathe in. Notice your lower back. And as you breathe out, notice your upper back and that shoulder allowing itself to relax. Notice how the different parts of your body feel. Breathe in. Notice your arms and your elbows, both of them. Your forearms as you breathe out, and your your wrist as you breathe out. All 10 fingers as well. Breathe in. Notice your neck. Breathe out. Notice your head. And finally, as we breathe in, notice what feelings you've brought to school today. Whatever those emotions are, as you breathe out, identify what they are. Whether they're pleasant or not, it doesn't matter. Just figure out what they are. Breathe in. Sit with them. Open the doors. Let them into your heart. And sit with them as you breathe out, allowing those feelings and emotions to tell you what they need to tell you. And as you breathe in once again, know that once they have sent their messages to you and you've heard them, as you breathe out, know that those emotions will move on to the next moment. Now, I'm going to close my eyes because in a moment you'll hear a bell or chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, it's ultimately your choice. So, choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. Hopefully you're more aware of your here and the now, this present moment. So celebrate it. Now, before we move on, don't forget, we've got 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful. Once again, I had at least 3 students come find me to share moments where they were responsible with their environment, where they were respectful to others, when they took care of their environment even when nobody else is looking. And you know what? It's Earth Day today, and that's an extra reminder that we have one blessing of an amazing world, a planet, but it's our only one. We don't have any other planets we can go to. This is the only Earth that we need to take care of. We have to take care of it. And I hope that you're out there and you're doing what you can to make sure trash goes where it needs to be. If you can recycle, you're recycling, things. You're not using too much water. You're not doing much pollution. You're taking care of your environment, your world, just as if you would take care of a car that's special to you, or your room, or your bed, making your bed, right? Or your house. But this earth is basically our home for billions of humans, not to mention all of those animals we love, right? We want to make sure we take care of it. So that's Earth Day, and that's my pitch, and it connects with our 3 Bs, to be respectful to our environment, to be responsible in taking care of it, for others as well as for ourselves, and that also requires us to make sure that we treat each other on this earth in a respectful and responsible way, making sure we use words that are helpful, making sure that we are using our hands in helpful ways, and being ready, having a good vibe and a good attitude so that this world is a great place to live in. To have a good attitude about things that are hard, right? Things that we learn can be hard. So have a good attitude about that. And finally, in the month of April, don't forget, we have the character trait of perseverance, to not give up. Don't give up in taking care of this world. Don't give up in taking care of your part of this earth. Also, don't give up on hard things, right? We just talked about that. Take care of your attitude. You don't want to just give up, right? Just give it a shot. Even if you fail, get up, dust yourself up, go back at it, all right? And finally, this is very important. I want every kid to hear this. I love you, and I like you just the way you are. Please make sure to go find another kid or another grown-up and tell them that you love them and you like them just the way they are. That's my challenge to you. I can't wait to see you guys around. Have a great Thursday.